So welcome everyone to Mindful Meditation today. Today we have Michael Graham facilitating our practice.
How do you do?
So I'm going to hand straight over to him. Enjoy.
Okay. Well, welcome. We're 20 minutes past high noon today. We're going to do some mindfulness. What do you know? Okay. Something to mention before we get underway. You probably realize there's an inside and an outside. Every bit of happiness, misery, and upset or worry that you experience happens inside. Can you deny that? No, it's self-evidently true. Axiomatic. It happens within you, and all of it is a response to what's outside. So there's a radical, not a marginal, division between what's going on within you and what's without. So all your responses within are responses to what's going on outside you. In other words, everything and all your experiences are determined by your interpretation of what's going on out there. You can take it to a ridiculous degree. We won't be going into it today, but everything out there is a blank. You're making it all up. No, we won't confuse you too much, but that's provable. But you see, unless you get in control of the inside, you're a slave to all that goes on outside yourself. People, situations, words, circumstances. You become a slave to that if you have no inner control. So mindfulness is one small contribution to that change. Your thoughts will determine your feelings, and all that is determined by how you're interpreting everything that life throws at you or up to you. I'm not going to go into that any further, but what we'll be doing with mindfulness is creating a little bit of distance between you and whatever you're experiencing. And you'll be viewing it choicelessly. That means with no judgment, no assessments. And if you're really getting pebbled with this stuff, not even label. So let's begin and see how we go, okay? So start by just settling down for about 30 seconds. I'll let you know when that's up. Okay, it's apparent that you have a body sitting in a room or wherever it's sitting. So I'm going to ask you to be aware of the space that body occupies as distinct from everything else in your environment, in the room. Become acutely aware of the space your body occupies. Size that space and know that it's distinct from all other objects in the room. Wonder about that for a moment. Interesting, isn't it? Fancy that. Okay, now feel what that body feels like. There's a sensation linked to that thing in the room, and feel what body feels. Really feel what that feels like. See if you can zero in a whisker more to feeling what the body feels. Now, is it possible for you to isolate that feeling in the space of the room? You're obviously not feeling over in the corner of the room. The feeling exists within the space that the body is. And just be aware of that sensation, filling that peculiar and particular space in the room. Can you catch that? See if you can. Is it possible for you for a moment to recognize that's only a feeling in space, irrespective of the body? They're two separate things in the same space. Be aware of that. Okay, is it possible to become aware of the sensation of your head alone? The entire head, and feel what head feels. Feeling that. Now be aware of the sensation of your skin across the surface of your face. The sensation of face. What does face feel? Are you there feeling that? Is it possible for you to locate your attention on eyes and the sensation of your eyes? Now the space between your eyebrows. Feel that. Now the corners of your mouth. Feel those corners. Really feel those corners. And completely let them go. Now bring your attention to your hands. Hands only. And feel what hands feel. Is it possible for you to feel only the fingers on both hands? Is it possible for you to notice a space, a feeling between each finger of both hands? Forget about the thumbs, just the fingers. Now, feel what your jaw feels like. We're moving around a bit here. Feel what your jaw feels like. area extending from the bottom of your ears around your chin. And isolate that sensation. Can you feel it a little more? Now really let that sensation go. Now, all the while you've been breathing naturally, simply become keenly aware of the natural sensation of breathing. Noticing with interest that it happens without any cooperation from you. Is it possible for you to notice the slight gap between the inhalation and the exhalation? The pause at the bottom and the pause at the top. Can you discern that? Is it possible for you to notice the sensation of the air passing over your nostrils as you breathe in and as you breathe out? Now return to just noticing the breath as keenly as you can, and with every exhalation, notice the body softening. Body softening with every exhalation. Now with your attention on the core of your trunk or your torso, what's inside that whole area, extending from the bottom of your waist, from beneath your neck, your trunk. Feel that area, and with every exhalation, notice the sensation of that area, only that area, softening with every out breath. Just stay with that for a while. Do it easily, relaxedly, effortlessly. Quietly enjoying the natural rhythm of breath. And with each exhalation, that whole area softening. almost as if that area is collapsing into itself with such ease and relaxation. You notice that all a little bit more keenly, let's say 10% more. Yet more attentively. And as the breath carries on, with every exhalation, feel the entire body sensation softening. Easy now, just observe that every exhalation. The entire body, wherever your attention goes. Arms have softened. Be there. Your hands have softened. Be there. And your entire face is softened. And that there particularly is softening with every natural exhalation. How much more can your face soften with every exhalation? Everything has softened. The entire body still softened. Quiescent, still. Not a worry in the world. Just falling back into that soft, easy, calm space. Just fall back, so to speak, into that entire sensation. How soft can the whole thing become? relish that for a little bit. Now, out from that soft space, just hear what you hear without labeling anything, identifying it not. Just a phenomenon called sound. Strange. Just experiencing a thing called hearing. Now, if your eyes are closed, very slowly open them and allow your eyes to move around the room or your environment without any direction from you. And imagine that you don't know what anything is. Just stuff appearing as sight. Notice that. Are you able to imagine it that way, as though you don't label anything? Colors, shapes, and forms, that's all there is. Okay, we've returned. Some might say the real world, the one that you make up. Okay, thank you.